Today I'm giving you my top 5 full-frame Sony E-mount prime lenses under $1,000. Let's go! Welcome back, guys. It's great to see you. Today we're talking about my 5 favorite Sony E-mount prime lenses under $1,000. And let's jump right in. Coming in at number 5, the Sony 50mm f1.8. Sony's cheapest full-frame lens, and definitely the cheapest lens on this list. But to be honest, I think this lens is a little bit underrated. Sure, it doesn't have the best build quality in the world, but it's relatively sharp and quite reliable. Coming in at just $250, this is a great option for somebody just getting into photography or on a budget. Its size and weight makes it convenient and portable to take anywhere, and 50mm is just an overall great focal length. For the price, don't expect wonders, but like I said, if you're just getting started, this is a great option for you. Here's a few examples of some photos that I've taken with this lens. And here are my personal pros and cons of this lens from my full in-depth review that you can check out on each of these lenses. Next, at number 4 on the list is the Sony FE 85mm f1.8. A big step up in pretty much every regard, including build quality, performance, and features. It's an all-around fantastic lens, and costing only around $600, this lens has tremendous value. And like the 51.8, it's still a great size and weight, so you can take it basically anywhere. Overall, a great choice that doesn't break the bank. Here's a few pictures that were taken with this lens. Once again, my pros and cons. At number 3, we've got one of Sony's newer lenses, the FE 35mm f1.8, and this lens is incredible. It's designed for both photo and video and performs well across the board. It is a bit pricey for what it is, coming in at about $750, but having great autofocus, incredible clarity, and an amazing size and weight that makes it great for everyday travel as well as gimbal work, the value's there. Here's some examples of some photos and video that I've taken with this lens. Once again, here are my pros and cons for you.
Number 2 on the list, and it might be a bit surprising, but it's the Rokinon or Samyang 85mm f1.4. And yeah, it has some questionable reviews, maybe with some earlier firmware,
but I love this lens personally. It produces incredible pictures. The autofocus in video might be a little bit questionable for some people in some copies, but all around, I love this lens. It's fantastic.
For $600, the value is going to be really hard to beat. It's a 1.4 that's best in class in size and weight. It's decently weather sealed, and it's very sharp. Definitely make sure your firmware is up to date for best results, but unfortunately, you will have to buy the dock to upgrade it. If you're primarily a still shooter and aren't worried too much about video, I highly recommend this lens to you. I've shot an entire wedding with this lens, and here's some examples of that. I find this lens on my camera a lot of the time, and here's the good and the bad.
And number one on the list, you're probably not surprised. It has a fantastic reputation, and that's the 55mm f1.8 Sony. This lens is outstanding in basically every way, a great versatile focal length. I love this lens.
This lens performs amazingly in basically every way, and it has a price tag to match. It's the highest and most expensive on this list at $1,000, but you might find it a little bit cheaper on sale. This lens is insanely sharp, and look at the size and weight, it's incredible. A great companion whether you're shooting pictures or video, and here's a few examples of both. Once again, here's your pros and cons.
And a bonus for you guys, this actually might be my favorite Sony prime lens of all time. It does come in a little bit more than $1,000, but you can typically find it around $1,000, give or take. And that's the Sony 90mm f2.8 macro lens. It's just outstanding, insanely sharp with the ability to shoot macro and portraits. I love this thing.
For around $1,100 brand new, I'm not sure that there's a lens out there that beats this in terms of value. It's got G-Master performance without the G-Master price. It's versatile in that you can take amazing photos and video in a lot of creative ways that you can't with other lenses. It's literally one of the sharpest lenses out there. Too sharp in a lot of cases. So you better like shooting the details, and you better be decent at Photoshop, because you're going to definitely see every single imperfection there is.
So there it is. There's my top 5 and a bonus full frame Sony E-mount prime lenses under $1,000. And these are my personal lenses, of course. These aren't scientifically the best lenses out there, but these are the ones that I've used and I can vouch for them. They're very good. And I hope you liked this video, guys. I hope it helped you out. And if it did, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and drop your questions and comments down below. If you want to buy one of these lenses, if you want to pick one of them up, I will leave affiliate links in the description as well that'll take you to where you need to go to buy them. And like always, make mistakes, be yourself, and get out there and take some more pictures. See you next time, guys.